Hey everybody, Mattisfaction here, and I messed up my microtech. I decided to put some oil in it, and I used the wrong kind of oil, so it got all gummy. So I just had it soaking in some isopropyl alcohol there. Got it all cleaned out, no oil, but I figured I would kind of show off, how it works. Shout out to Stevie and Big Red. Look at that! I finally got a coin. Thank you, Mark Herrera. I haven't even opened it yet, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, so like I said, I thought it'd be cool to kind of show how a double action OTF works, in case you didn't know. So I took it apart. Here's the spring, and it would sit on top like this. You have your switch. I have the pieces in this Opifix gear. I bought this tool on Amazon for like, I don't know, $8. I'll link it. And because Microtech uses proprietary screws. There you go. So, if it fits, you just got to be super careful with it. The only complaint I have with this is you have to put a bar in there if you want some extra tension. But it would have been nice if they put, a little 1/4-inch spot in there so you could hook it up to a bit driver. But, whatever. So here's the switch. It would sit like that. And the switch also has its own little spring that goes right in that hole. But anyway, so how an OTF works is you got this spring right here. This is what shoots it out. And see this little lip right here would actually connect to the back of the blade there. This whole thing's the blade. And so when you do the switch is going to activate, these things. And it's going to shoot forward once it reaches past this gate. And if you watch this one, it's going to push it like that, and then it's going to lock. Click. And that's what stops it from going back. And so the front of the spring it's got this little lip here. It hooks on to this little circle. And so the knife is kind of under tension, not when it's open and closed. See, that's how you, when you pull the switch back, it's going to release this, which is going to trigger the spring. This is 2 pieces, by the way. This is just a little piece of steel, and the spring is connected to these 2 pieces of metal. And that's what connects here. So you could put this in, so you can kind of see how it would work. So you're going to have the switch, and say you want it to open, you pull it forward, and that's going to trigger this, which is going to fire out the blade. It's going to lock right there. I didn't pull it out far enough. There we go. And there you have it. It's all pretty cool. I had it under tension a little bit there, did you see? So, see how it's pulling the spring? So the spring's holding the blade back, pushing against the lock. So you just do this, the tension released. And then as the blade goes back, you pull it back, it unlocks and then shoots it back until it activates these little locks. I don't want to break the tip, but you know, it would lock that up. So anyway, it's a pretty simple design. It's pretty cool. I like watching them move. I don't know the rules on Microtech. I bought this one secondhand, so I mean, taking it apart could void the warranty. So do it at your own risk. Do your research. I don't know. But if I have a knife, I'm going to take it apart. I love taking things apart. I like knowing how it works. I like watching these little gates move. So what I'm actually going to do is try to get it all put together now. I'm going to get that little spring. I have big fingers, so fine motor is a little challenging. Alright, so you're going to lock this up with that. And trying to get it pushed all the way back. So what happens when it closes, so this is as far back as, you know, I can get it without taking it off, but what's going to happen is it's going to go all the way back, and it's going to put tension a little bit just on this spring on the back. And so when you do the switch, this right here is going to go whoosh. So let me unlock it just a little bit. There we go. So the flat one goes on the back. Trying to slide it back carefully. Carefully. But it should sort itself out, you know, once you get the switch on there. And you kind of have to do the switch before you put, you know, this piece on. Make sure everything's lined up. I don't want it to lock into place yet. But it should theoretically go ahead and do it on its own. So let's get these little screws out. And very carefully tighten it up. This little finger tight. See, that's where we got to be careful right there. There's one mistake. Because this has a little spring, so it's going to want to try to take off on you. Which is why I was trying to get this side screwed down first. So I want to make sure that the switch is, get back here. So I want to make sure the switch do you think it goes like that? Nah. It sits in a groove. The switch has these little lips. And then this has a little cutout. So I'm going to hold that. We're going to go for round 2. I'm going to hold it down. Here we go. Let's try again. I'm going to go for 2 this time. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Here we go. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to let go yet. I don't want that to fly off. Get 2 more in. So theoretically what should happen, it's not really locked in place yet, but once I do the switch, it should kick it into position. And now there's no oil in here. There's no lube. I need to get some. The website says use rem oil in the spray can. I can't find mine. All right, tighten, tighten, tighten. Here we go. I'm not over tightening. Okay. Let's see. I already messed up because the switch is not moving. So what did I do wrong there? I didn't tighten it too much. There's usually like a step, I forget. Ah, still not firing up. There we go. There we go. There we go. I just had to get it popped into place, get the springs under tension. There we go. It's got a weak firing out. Probably due to no lubricant in there. But you should have saw it, you know, before I screwed with it with the oil. It wouldn't even shoot out. So I'm running it dry. I'm gonna get some, you know, some rim oil, spray it in there, soak it down. But yeah, there you go. That's a quick, well, I mean, not quick. Take your time. But an assembly of the OTF. Taking it apart's pretty easy. Just these 6 screws. This one has that little spring. You got to be careful. Yeah, I just need to get it oiled up. And sometimes that spring gets overstressed. Maybe it's getting weak. You can buy new springs. But for now, at least it's doing something. So I'll do a follow-up when I get the rim oil and get it in there. But it's doing good now. Yeah. That's cool. So, yeah, there you go. It's kind of a little demonstration on how it works, how to put it together. Don't be afraid to take apart your stuff. It's fun. Let me put this stuff back. This OptiFX gear is pretty cool stuff. But anyway, yeah, don't be afraid to take apart your stuff. Have fun with it. Explore. Learn. It's not as scary as some might think. But there you have it. Thanks for checking it out. And, we'll get you next time.